The Mars-Ketu conjunction has triggered unrest in the world. The joining of these two planets in Libra has stirred up the boiling pot of issues pertaining to justice and injustice in the society. Mars brings aggression, anger, violence, enemies, weapons, and militia to the mix, while headless Ketu, the lower lunar node, contributes thoughtlessness, narrow-mindedness, lingering bitterness, dereliction, indecision, and loss. Jyotisha understands that when these two planets conjoin in the heavens, explosive events can be triggered on Earth, often resulting in human conflict and even war. As the moon was in its exaltation on the 3rd day of October, the first day of the conjunction at 0 degrees Libra, we felt relaxed, unaware of what was about to unfold on the world stage. By the end of the annular solar eclipse on October 14th, the entire planet appeared to be thrown into chaos with everyone at each other's throats. Remember, with Rahu stationed Gandanta at 0 degrees of Aries, until the end of November, things feel out of control. And we may not have the wisdom to see eye to eye because Jupiter is retrograde. It may feel like we are drowning in an ocean of deception, wrath, fury, and fear. The last time we experienced such an intense alignment like this was September 2001. Retrograde Saturn's continued aspect to Aries, Leo, and Scorpio, and the planets transiting those signs, ensures karmic events will be played out in the collective. But Ketu's ring of fire eclipse that occurred October 14th in Citrā nakshatra, the star of opportunity, bestows the chance to start anew and design a higher reality within this mind matrix. The question is, will we come together to create a new reality? How can we collectively practice nonviolence, non-stealing, non-greed, and truthfulness? Ahimsa, asteya, aparigraha, satya. Because it is by these principles that we can change the planetary situation. We must wake up, humanity. We, by our actions, are creating the reality. Therefore, we, by our actions, can change the reality. It starts within. The October solar eclipse finishes an old cycle, bringing into fruition past projects and past karmas, and also opens a door for a new way of doing things. Chitta nakshatra can enkindle sudden flashes of insight and creative solutions. And right now the world needs enlightened leadership. We need people above profit, humanity above hedonism. If we choose otherwise, the solar eclipse in Virgo guarantees we will reap what we sow. For the U.S., the Nimitta, or the Omen, is indicated by the paths of this 2023 eclipse and the upcoming April 2024 eclipses that create a large X. A large X is formed smack in the middle of the U.S. with their paths crossing at the southern border of Texas. And in Jyotisha, we consider this a Nimitta, an omen. If you want to see an image of that, you can go, I'll post a link down below so you can read the post, and I'll put a picture in it. Nevertheless, Navratri, the 9 nights of the goddess, began just hours after the Ring of Fire eclipse in Virgo, and taking place between the solar eclipse on the 14th and the lunar eclipse coming up on the 28th. Navratri celebrates the divine feminine victory over evil and the pastime of goddess Durga, who unleashed her vengeance to destroy the demonic forces that threatened the peace and prosperity of the universe. By her ferocity, the unconquerable shape-shifting demon Mahishasura, a terrorist to all the dharmic, innocent, and good beings in the world, was destroyed by her at the top of Chamundi Hill in Bharat, which today is the location called Mysore, India. The happening is detailed in the Devi Mahatmya in the Markandeya Purana, one of the primary texts of the Shakti tradition. And Ma Durga, whose name means fortress, impervious, impassable, represents all auspicious qualities and destroys hatred, prejudice, anger, envy, greed, arrogance, and selfishness, within and without. She is the divine feminine aspect of the Supreme Being who preserves the order and righteousness in the cosmos. During this last half of October, may we collectively destroy these malevolent qualities within ourselves and the world. May we collaborate to change the outcome of this situation for a better life for all beings on planet Earth. From the perspective of Jyotisha, the divine science of Vedic astrology, various charts of the US, Israel, Palestine, Iran, and more countries do show upcoming continued affliction in many areas. But notably to Venus, the planet Venus, indicating suffering and loss for and of women, children, and all that is beautiful, sweet, and lovely in this material reality. We may not be prepared to witness the atrocities brought by war. We will feel disheartened, heavy-hearted, agitated, as Saturn aspects Venus in Leo, while simultaneously forming a Ṣaḍaṣṭaka yoga, 6-8 configuration in the chart, in the sky, with Mars through the end of the month. Stay vigilant in the next few weeks as the planetary transits indicate volatility. October finishes with a full moon at the early degrees of Aries in Ashwini Nakshatra, promising new information concerning world leaders and major players, communication systems, financial markets, and military will come to light. But we will not have the complete story. Rahu's placement there means shadowy elements are still at play as Jupiter continues to cast its rays in Bharini Nakshatra, calling for social reform and exposing nefarious issues potentially related to children. We may be shocked, but the shock precipitates awakening, and there's great value in that awareness. Wherever you are, may you be protected, and if you feel compelled to do so, light a candle this next week during Navaratri for love, rightness, courage, integrity, peace, contentment, and enlightenment for all beings. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace. Aloha.